and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, it's your host and compere, Ryan Gleeson! Oh, hello Blackpool! How's everybody doing?
We're doing fine!
Yeah, let's ignore the fuck out of them. I mean, I'll be honest, they knew all the words to the 18 tune. Got some balloons over there. What have we got balloons for?
Fuck 'em.
For your birthday. Whose birthday is it? Lindsay, you Lindsay? Oh, happy birthday. Are you having a nice time? Good. Hang on 1 second. Some guy over there thinks I'm talking to him, despite the fact that I'm looking all the way over here. Like nobody is that fucking cross-eyed, dickhead. Really want to be part of this show, don't you? You're the guys that emailed us and asked us to have a go at the stag. Yeah. Not gonna fucking happen.
You bastard!
I noticed we've got 2 other stag do's in. We've got a guy over there in a wedding dress as well. Hello mate, you alright? And we've got a one behind you as well.
No, that's just how we dress.
No, not a man in a wedding dress, another stag do. I love this, right? Normally we get stag do's, hen do's coming in, absolutely nice, lovely people, and you wouldn't even know they were here. Now we've got one in and it thinks it's just them in the room. So don't worry, I'm on your side.
Who?
Not yours. So where's no, there was the guy in the wedding dress. I was told there was 3 stag do's in. Where's the other one? Where's the other guys? Yeah, it was the same guys I spoke to in the first. I don't know how long you think my memory is, fella, but literally just like if anybody's missing any ketamine, we know where it's gone.
Get his nose out!
What? Well, I've never heard an audience tackle one guy going, what? So early on in the show. Like we have now turned into one pack now, hunting this one knobhead. Jesus Christ. What a retard. I mean, I know you shouldn't use the word retard these days because it's offensive to monks, but you know, when it's needed, isn't it? So we've got hello over this side. Hello, ladies. You're just having a little chat there? Yeah, he thought it's okay, he's got the bell and bat on, he'll never see me talking on the front row. What's your name? What's your name? Natalie, Mia, Sarah. And did you realise that when you came out with your partner, you'd be sat next to 3 very attractive ladies looking as awkward as you do, fella? Yeah, it's not going to work now, mate. It's like I saw the anger in her eyes when she saw who sat down next to you. What's your name, by the way, mate? What's your name, brother? Phil, you local, mate? So no was the answer to that. Here, Phil, what's your name? Jane, I like you two. You look like lovely people, nice people. The Mayor of Burnley and Lady Mayor of Burnley. Because you haven't got knuckle, blood on your knuckles from dragging them on the floor. This doesn't look like your sister. It looks like a nice people. So you got a job there, Phil. You got a job there in Burnley. Yeah? Good, lovely. You've got 6 jobs. One hand. That was a good joke, that. None of you got that. See, I knew there's a reason you were there, Phil. Just in case we run out of jokes, you've got them. Just what we need. What's your job, mate? I like you a lot. Aircraft bits. I mean, I don't understand what the fuck that is. When you say aircraft bits, what? You just hold the wing on? You are an aircraft. You make aircraft bits. That must be a fucking well-paid job. You're there. When somebody goes, it's like he's either got a massive cock or lots of money, and I'm guessing both, because he's on the front row, he's got very tight trousers on, and he needs a chair next to him just so he can expand his legs. welcome from Burnley. I hope you have a lovely evening. So what's going on here then, ladies? What happens? What's happening? Where are you from? You're on holiday? Where from? Real? Gone from one seaside town to another one? Have you come here just to see how the posh live? It's nice, Will, isn't it? Is it? Fuck. And I live in Blackpool, so welcome, ladies. Having a good birthday, Lindsay? Good. I'm going to keep asking every 10 minutes. Who got you the balloons, by the way? Your brother, where's your brother? He's not here. He just sent balloons instead. Where is he? Where is he? At home? Well, why? Why is he not here on your birthday? That's what we're trying to get to. You didn't invite him? What's his name? Brian? Right, what we'll do, because I've got your address, did you book the tickets? Yeah, I got your address and phone number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop round your house, I'm going to find out where Brian lives, I'm going to pop round and go, she called you a cunt? Thanks for the balloons, dickhead! These are coming, you're not! So how many people are in this group? Is it you all together, all of you? Six of you. So what's your name, fella? Because you're holding on to Lindsay there like you're waiting for that Rohypnol to wear off any minute. How long have you two been together? 14. Oh, and are you married? Are you engaged? You're married, you got kids? What have you got? 4 boys. Everybody's vagina's just closed up then. That's what that noise was. How old are they? What age ranges are they? The eldest is 19. Oh, good as fuck, aren't it? We've been together 14 years. Proper premature, that, isn't it? What's the youngest one? How old's the youngest one? 5. Is a 5-year-old your favourite? No! Which one's your favourite? The middle one? None of them! That is the only honest answer I have ever had in 25 years of being a comedian, that none of your children are the favourite. Because I've got 5, right? And the only reason we got 5 is because our first one was so disappointing that we had to carry on. And basically what we've ended up with is 5 Russian dolls of disappointment and regret. We've ended up with Mabel. She's the only ginger one out of all 5 of them. Bless her. She's the youngest one. She's my favourite of all 5. She's the only non-Chinese one. I don't know what happened with the other 4. Quite know what happened there. But yeah, she's my little favourite. She was great until lockdown started. Did we all have a good lockdown? Like half of you are going, no! And then realising you're sat next to the person you spent lockdown with. That's going to be a fun holiday for you. Because I got coronavirus. Anybody get it? You got it, fella? How weird. He's cheering that I asked you a question. You were alright with it? It proper fucked me up. Like, anybody, just maybe 1 second while they decide to just carry on whatever the fuck it is they're doing. Sorry guys, you alright? Yeah, you won't mind shutting the fuck up, because I don't want to point out the obvious, but you being dickheads.
Just like you.
No, because I got coronavirus, right? Proper fucked me up. Because before I got coronavirus, I was 25 stone, right? And I didn't even have a beard before then either. And I was a black woman. It really proper fucked me up. It was a really fucking bad lockdown. It genuinely was. Now what we're going to do, before we crack on, let's go through the rules, because they were up on the screen before, but I'm quite clearly understanding now that some of you can't fucking read. So what we'll do, we'll just go through the rules, just to make sure that everybody in this room has as much fun as everybody else. These rules are for everybody in the room equally, not for anybody in particular whatsoever, just so that everybody understands what the fucking rules are. Okay, so the first rule is while somebody's on this stage, and they're supposed to be on this stage, don't chat amongst yourselves. Your voice will carry around the room. And I'm equal opportunities. I will kick you in the dick or tits. I don't care. Secondly, if you're offended by jokes that are close to the knuckle, or you're offended by strong language, then grow the fuck up. At the end of the day, it's just words. So all it is, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I was told that from the age of 4, mainly because I'm ginger. And you're right, it's not the words that hurt, it's the self-harming afterwards. Not a joke. Not even a joke. But yeah, I don't want to, I don't normally need to say this, but nobody is coming up on this stage tonight to offend you. If you're offended by a certain word that you've heard this evening, it's only because you haven't listened to the words that preceded or followed the word that wound you up. Now, I don't normally need to say this, but a lot of things happened during lockdown. Some I agree with, some I agree with even more, and some I don't agree with whatsoever. But look, basically what happened was, it was our first night back, and I happened to use the word black in one of my jokes. And there was a guy sat exactly where you are. What's your name, mate? Nick. I'm not saying that's the dickhead chair, Nick, but that's where this guy was sat. And no word of a lie, he went proper mental. Like, you can't say that, that's bang out on, that's fucking disgusting. You're racist. Like, all I was doing was describing a table. That's all I was doing. I'm like, mate, calm the fuck down, I'm describing a table. And he couldn't understand the word he was saying, so I had to take off my pointy hood. I was like, it really did ruin the flow of the night, it really did. I had to blow out the cross, it ruined it for everybody. Righty-ho, I think it's about time we brought your first act on. Are you ready for your first act, ladies and gentlemen? Good stuff. What's going to happen is I'm going to count to 3. When I get to 3, I would like you to start the applause. When I get to 4, I would like you to start the cheering. And when I get to 5, please welcome to the stage your first act for the evening, Mr. George Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ladies and gentlemen, George Lewis!
Hiya. Nice to be here. Happy birthday, Lizzie. What was the best present you got? The balloons. It was the balloons. Is this your fella? Yeah. What did you get her? Can't remember. Is he the rude or he's a drug addict? I got it was my birthday as well recently. One of the presents my wife got me was she got me a swear box for our house. Yay! And now every single time I say a swear word, I have to spend the night in it. And I'm only leaving it tonight. You know that George Lewis lad? He said he was married, but he's only ever had one girlfriend, because that's not true. I've had about twice as many. So sure up. In fact, I was on Facebook the other day, and I noticed that my ex-girlfriend is still trying to get my attention by settling down and having kids with another man. Get over me! Jesus. Back off. Yeah, married now. I enjoy being married, She gets quite angry with me though for a lot of things. She woke up recently and she was angry with me because of what I did in her dream. Have you had that? Have you had that, Lindsay? Yeah. Did you do something in his dream, or did you do? What? You don't speak to him for that. What did he do in your dream? He cheated on her, you bastard. And that was a drug problem, and That's not fair, is it, mate? No, this is what happened to me. I woke up and I said to my wife, what did I do? And she went, oh, as if you don't know. And so then she said, what did I do? And she said, you started getting off with my sister. And I said, that is... Go on. No. No, I said, that is mental. And she said, I know, you'd never do that. And I said, no, it's mental. We had the same dream. What? Pretty angry with me after that. She's, I get quite conscious about my height. So, wearing high heels, my wife is about 2 centimetres taller than me. She's about 6 centimetres taller than me if I don't wear them. That's a silly joke, but I'm quite conscious about my height because I'm not, you can't see, but I'm not the biggest guy in the world, and her ex was a lot bigger. Well, he is a lot bigger than me, he's not dead. But she was! No. I hate him. Nah, I'm joking. You're a fucking prick. But anyway, it's alright, because these days I've got a trick to make myself appear bigger. So I do a trick with a scale. So what I do is every time I make a cup of tea for everyone, I do mine in a little espresso cup. So every time I'm on the front of it, I've written Sports Direct. What, massive? You can do tricks like, anyone here ever sent a dick pic?
No.
Come on!
No.
Yes, well, it is a tip. So I've never done it, you know, I'm a married man, and I don't recommend you do, but if you do, it's a tip. So what you should do is take a picture of it next to something. So I was saying this to my mate, I said if you do it, take a picture of your dick next to the bonsai tree. It would look scary big. My mate said to me, George, I'd take a picture of my dick next to your dick. I said, joke's on you, you look like a pedo. Why did I say that? What? Don't come off very well on that joke. The most memorable birthday present I've ever got, Lindsay, was I got a hot oil massage. Now, if you don't know what a hot oil massage is, it's a nice, relaxing feeling of being scolded. It's a panpipe music. And my wife got it for me, and it was like a little voucher for this place near where we live. But what she did, and she always does this, she wrapped it up in a bigger box to make it more of a surprise, and she weighed it down and everything. So I had this big box, opened it up, and I went, oh, it's a massage. And she went, yep, did I get you? I said, yeah, you got me. With the PlayStation sized box, yeah. Brilliant. But then I thought, I'll go along with an open mind, it might be quite nice. So I went along to the place, it was on the high street near where I live. Went in the door. Now, it didn't have a good first impression because it was directly above a chicken cottage. So it didn't feel that you had to go through the chicken cottage to get to the... It was basically in a chicken cottage, but I was like, it'll be fine, it's probably quite nice up there. And I went up, and it was quite nice, a little room. I went in and I stood down, and the woman came in, she went, hi, I'm Angela. I said, hi, Angela. And she went, right, if you just want to take all your clothes off then. And I thought she was joking, so I started laughing. She didn't laugh. So I took all my clothes off, and she laughed. And then, she told me to get onto this massage table. Now, they're a bit weird massage tables. I'd never seen one before, and I didn't really know what to do. She went, I'll just turn around for a minute while you get up. And I thought, oh, I've got to get on quick, because if she turns around and clamber it up, it's going to be weird and naked. So I just got on there really quickly. It's kind of uncomfortable. And then she turned around and went, oh, you're on it upside down. The hole is for your face. So quickly I had to get the right one. And then she just started covering my back in this boiling hot oil. We hadn't even agreed a safe word. She just got so good. I mean, this is the most painful thing that's ever happened to me. I need it to stop right now. And she said, how is it? And I said, oh, it's lovely, thank you. So, and then she just carried on, and she's working my shoulders. And then she goes, ooh, you are very naughty. And I thought she'd take it very naughty. I don't know, so you're not going to spank me, are you? She's like, what? So I don't know. And then there wasn't much small talk after that. The only other little bit of small talk, actually, was I told her it was my birthday, and she asked me how old I was, and I told her, and she went, oh, you look young for your age. Now, usually that is a compliment. I'm not sure it is when you're not wearing your pants. Got my bonsai tree out the bag. So anyway, she's carried on down, further down. They do your arse as well, which is a bit brilliant. Really good. It is really good. Anyway, she's doing that. I'm thinking this, it's alright. I presume that was like the last bit. But then it wasn't, because then she asked me to turn on my back, so she was in the front. I'm thinking, this is a bit weird. Naked. I thought it's fine, she's professional. She's doing my front, she's doing my chest and that. And then she's doing my legs. And she's going higher and higher and higher and higher. And I thought, oh God. If she carries on, she's going to touch it. And she carried on, and she touched it. Touched my kneecap. That's one of the secondary erogenous zones. But then she's going higher still, and she had a hand on my thigh. And I had this horrible thought, as I was lay there listening to a panpipe remix of To Come On by the Spice Girls. I thought to myself, when I asked my wife for my birthday if she'd get me a Lancashire cricket top, did she mishear me? Did she think I asked for a wank at a chicken shop? Best birthday ever it was. We had our first couples trip to IKEA recently, me and my wife. And it's a very odd shopping experience, IKEA, because you go for a wardrobe, but you leave with a drawer divider, a garlic crusher, divorce, tea lights. It's just full of couples arguing in there. And I didn't know why, but then you go in, you realise why, because you go in and you walk around and you've got to discuss stuff as you're buying stuff. And as you're discussing stuff, you're slowly realising that you and this person you've chosen to share your entire life with have nothing in common. And it's the big stuff as well, so it might turn out, for instance, that you don't really like the cushions with the little pom-poms on the covers. And it might turn out that she doesn't really like your family. So, that's the sort of thing that comes out. And I should have known that before we even went in there. So the first thing I heard when we went in was a woman saying to a fella, well, Roy, if we can't agree on a rule, what the hell have we been doing for the last 15 years? And Jesus Christ! And you want to turn back, but you can't because you're on a one-way system. So you've got to carry on or you'll get swept up by a tide of collapsing marriages. So you just got to carry on, thinking, George, just get through this, and there's a big old bag of dime bars waiting for you at the end. And the one I said, I don't want to stray from the path, because the one I go to, maybe some of you go there as well, it's the one in Warrington. So it's a very disorientated place to get lost, because it's full of Scouse blokes, but they're speaking Swedish. Now that's not what you expect to hear. They're walking around going, look, should we get the Archelstrop or the Korchenbachen? If he discovers the Hacken-Vicken Stacker set, he's going to cough up a furball. Eventually, me and my wife, we made it through with our marriage intact, just about. And when you get to the end, you can kind of see back through to the other sections. And I thought, I'll make a bit of light with it with my wife. I could see a couple. They looked like they were right at the start, and it looked like they were just broken already. Like, she looked like she hated him. He didn't know where he was. I said to my wife, I know it's been bad, but at least we're not there through that window. She said, that's a mirror. Got the hell out of that. we got a baby as well recently, my wife. Thanks. Not why I did it, but thank you. That's very nice. But it's, I love being a dad, and I love taking him out and taking him out in his pram. And everyone speaks to you when you've got a baby, and they always come and see the baby and stuff. But with mine, they always come. They have a look at him and they ask how old he is and stuff, and they go, "Oh, he's a bruiser," which is a polite way of saying, "You, sir, have a fat baby." He is. He's a big lad. He doesn't fit in his cot anymore. He has to sleep in our bed, and I sleep in his cot. I did actually say, because my wife was like, "Oh, he needs to sleep in the bed. You've got to be so careful if the baby's sleeping in the bed." And I said to my wife, "You've got to be, please, so careful, because if there's rolling in the night, he might crush you." It's enormous, honestly. So before he grew out of his cot, he was still big. He still could fit in it, but he was like tall enough that he was trying to climb out the cot. And my wife was like, "Oh, we need to get a new one. with like higher sides." And I'm thinking, I don't want to spend any more money. I don't want to go to IKEA again. So I said, "Oh, we don't need to do that. I could sort of make something to kind of put across the." She said, "George, you're not putting a lid on the baby." So he's not a hamster. Didn't even tell her about my exercise wheel idea. But yeah, no, I love being that. But when I first found out, I didn't react very well, and I think it was the way that I found out. So we were out, and my wife we'd been out all night, and I was a bit drunk, really drunk, and we sat down. She said, "George, a bit nervous about this. I've got something to talk to you about." I said, "Yeah, okay, that's good." And she went, "I know it's not been very long since we got married, but how would you feel about somebody else coming along to join us?" Not clear enough, is it, mate? This guy knew exactly what I was. He's like, yeah, yes. Couple of perverts there. No, but that's I don't think it's not clear enough. So I said to her, "I did not know that this would be something you'd be into." And she said, "George, it's all I've ever wanted." I'm like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." But I'm thinking, I don't wanna come on too strong. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I might be interested." But in my head, I'm thinking, which of her friends is she going to suggest? So I was trying to play it cool, and I went, this new person. Have you got any names you can give me? And she went, "Well, yeah, actually. If it's a boy." I said, "No. No. That's not the type that I was. No, I don't want that." And she went, "Well, you've not really got an option, and I thought you'd prefer a boy." I said, "Why did you think that?" "No," I said, "I don't want to do it." She went, "Oh, George, you've not got an option. I'm pregnant." I said, "You're pregnant as well?" So as well. I said, "Don't know. What?" But no, when I was obviously delighted when I found out. But I think as the bloke, it doesn't hit you in the same way that it hits the woman, obviously, because those 9 months, everything changes for the woman. Nothing changes for the bloke for those 9 months. You think, "I'm pretty cool with this, and if you're down, I'm not bothered." And then it all hits you all at once. So for me, it was when we went into the hospital on the day of the birth, and that was the first time I'd heard someone call me Dad. And the 2 midwives, they welcomed me in and went, "Here's Dad. You must be Dad. Come over here, Dad. Have a seat, Dad." I'm thinking, this is moving too quick. And this morning I was young and single, now the dads are 2 middle-aged women. You start thinking about all the things you were meant to do before you became a dad. My wife said to me, "George," my wife is in labour, said, "George, are you all right? You look a bit pale. Do you want to sit down?" And I reluctantly took a seat. And she said, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I think I'm going to start a band." And I think it all hit me at once because I wasn't really prepared. We didn't go to any of the classes really. We went along to one right at the start when she was pregnant, and it was where we were living at the time. And it was a bit of like a fancy place where the class was, and the woman who was leading it, we're all sort of sat in a room like this, and the woman who was leading it said, "Hello everyone," all this sort of expectant parents. She said, "Hello, today we're going to talk about how best to welcome your babies from womb to world. And I thought, wow, I've missed 5 aside for this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And my wife thought the same as well. We thought, oh, we don't need to go to them. I don't think you need to learn how to have a baby. So we didn't go to any of them, but we came up with our own little plans. So we decided that I was definitely going to be there, and that is quite a big decision, because the hospital car park is £3 an hour. I wanted to do the right thing, so I said, definitely want to be there, and I thought I want to be in the room for the birth, but I want to stay up, near my wife's head. That's what I wanted to do, and luckily she said the same. She wanted me to stay up there. Perfect. But whenever I told anyone this, they'd always go, oh, you don't know how you're going to react in the moment. It's a pretty special moment. You don't know how you're going to react. I'm pretty sure I do. But you don't, because when it comes to it, so it's such a tense thing. Anyone who's been through it obviously knows it's such a tense thing when it's the birth and you're in there for hours and hours and hours, and everyone's got these really important jobs. Like my wife is doing the most amazing thing a human being can ever do. The midwife, it's her job to deliver a life into the world. I'm head of water, so we've all got these jobs. Pretty important stuff. I actually got relieved of my job because I did this thing. When you're like giving someone a bottle of water, I always think people don't tip it far enough. So you're just going, come on. And I thought, I'm not going to do that for my wife when she's I'm not